Hello there, everyone. We do apologise for technical difficulties, but for some reason, qualifying did not stream, but it's coming up now. We do want to welcome you to Season 37 of Premier Sim Gaming Leagues. We don't know what happened with this. It's never happened to me before, but the stream didn't want to show up, and unfortunately, we completely missed qualifying. If you saw it there is the grid for the race. It is, of course, Coleman on pole with Jochen in second, Spicer in third, Leonardo in fourth, and running out the top five is Frank Cisharni. Sixth is Slash, seventh Matisse, eighth Grimush, ninth Carafalidis, and 10th Chris Rebel. I am joined by my good friend Daki, who is going to be here for the entire season, I hope. We know what Silverstone is like. I don't think it's the one that needs any introduction. I was just there today. I've just come back home, and now, of course, I was there for the whole weekend for the magical British Grand Prix with Lewis Hamilton winning at home for the 9th time. Incredible scenes, of course, but we're here for one thing and one thing only, and that is racing. So we're just waiting for everyone to get set up and ready to go. 19 drivers here with F1 World Cars, unfortunately, and even worse, you can't tell who's in which team. Here we go, we have 5 lights ahead of the drivers, and the 37th season of PSGL is underway in this division, and it will be Coleman that will lead the field into the first corner. A massive slide from Jochen heading out of the blocks. He remains in second place, and he's actually challenging for the lead. Or is he? Yes, he is. He's going for the outside, but here is Spicer in the back as well, and he's going to try and make a move in second place of Jochen. And it looks like it might be working, but they are sliding around these corners, trying to get a grips with this new handling, and there it's a freeway battle for second, with Spicer joining in now. As you see, Leonardo as well, fighting for position down to Wellington Street into Brooklands, and it looks like it'll be Jochen who will hold second place, and then Leonardo who's going to jump into third, and there's Spicer, but now they're still fighting Award Blufffield. It's like Dodgem racing here at Silverstone now, through the old pit straight, and then towards Cops. It's Coleman that leads, and now Spicer in second, Jochen, and they're going side by side. This is a dangerous move, but they got out of it alive. Jochen in third now, Spicer back into second place. It's an electric start here at Silverstone. Yes, it is new rules this year. It starts lap 2 of the DRS. It's all open now. It's all up for grabs. Spicer now going for the lead. Into Brooklyn's he goes and passes his esports teammate Coleman to take the lead in lap number 2. It's Jochen and then Leonardo in 4th. Giorni and Slash battling for 5th place. Matisse in there as well. As you can see, there's a battle happening. Leonardo wants to get into the podium spots, and now he's going to go for it. At Cops, he cannot get close enough though. He'll have to settle for 4th place right now and yield. Further back, it looks like Lab is going to get the back of Chris Rebel, who lost in a battle to Acid that went around half the track. It was fun to watch, but now back to the front. Leonardo is chasing down Jochen for a podium spot, and so is Coleman. He wants that lead back. Side by side they go down the Hangar Straight, the famous Hangar Straight, and there's several battles happening. Up ahead, it could be 4 wide, maybe 3 for 2nd place. It's 3 wide for 2nd place, and now Jochen's pushed off the track. Coleman still fighting him off. Leonardo loses ground, can't get him down now. Can he get through and stop in Club Corner? Still 3 wide. Through goes Leonardo into 2nd place. Just reminiscent of Hamilton in 2022. What a move. And now Frank Giorni suddenly in the battle, and he's fighting for the podium. Oh! 10-second penalty! Oh no! Oh no! What is going on? Might be illegal overtake glitches again. Oh dear, hope not. And it's a virtual safety car. They've got 10-second penalties for involving yellow flags. We've got 10-second penalties for cutting corners, gaining a place. It's all kicking off. We have a virtual safety car. Surprised it's not a full safety car. As you can see, the entire grid is on softs and mediums. And Acid's got a 10-second penalty. Everyone from 13th through 16th has a 10-second penalty. And somehow, all the drivers are still in the race. The virtual safety car has ended. Careful with this. Is it just me, or is the DRS OP in this game? Because he just breezed past it, Spicer. Now he's in the lead once again. Slash back there in 3rd. And there's a 10-second penalty for Yok, and I think he's going to throw in the towel. Yes, he is. And that is the end of his day. What a shame after starting a great qualifying session on the front row. He is out of contention here in the first round of the season. Well, looking at the battle for fourth, it's starting to kick off again. Who is going to make a move? Well, let's find out. It looks like Matisse is trying to gear up for a move behind Kuhlman, but he's too late in moving it. Meanwhile, Mali Apples gets up into ninth ahead of Lab, taking advantage of all the carnage that's happened in front. Now up into ninth place as they head into Vale once again, all in a very ordinary line, very British of them to queue up through in the corners. And now starting lap number 6, 21 laps to go here at Silverstone as they make their way once again is the top three that are battling for position. That is Leonardo, could be going for a move on Spicer at the end of the Wellington Straight, it seems. Right up close to him, he can heal his gearbox, he can. Now, he's going to try and make a move up the inside, and that is a battle there for Chris Rebel and Guimus. But who is going to make the move? It doesn't look like there's going to be any move, but let's see what happens behind. It looks like Matisse and Acid are going to war in Brooklands, and it's going to be a Sid that gets through. Both are in the same livery as well. They're technically teammates, and they touch a bit as well. But it is Acid that gets ahead, and now into fifth place. He'll be getting the chance to battle Coleman into the fourth place. And there's a battle ahead again for the lead. Oh. Yeah. He's off the track. We've got a WTF from Soapbox in the chat. I think that was referring to the crash that happened just a few minutes ago, but we continue on with 17 drivers in this race. And whoa, Spicer gets a little uneasy out of Chapo, and now he will be a few tenths behind as the battle for fourth heats up. It's Coleman and Acid just blazing through into fourth place. Now Coleman might be losing another place soon to Matisse. And then it will be Mali Apples battling Chris Rebel, and Chris Rebel battling Gory Moose, who's on the medium tyres right now, so he is losing quite a bit of ground. But Leonardo is gaining a lot. Now he's over half a second ahead. Well, he was. Hitter. Oh no. It will indeed, as there's a penalty for multiple track limits warnings for Finley, who is unable to keep it in the track, as there's a move from Leonardo bidding there, but he couldn't make it. He probably should make it out of Wellington Straight, however. Here he is, going for the move towards Brooklands, but he isn't going to make it. Quite interesting on his tactics. He didn't get any DRS, it seems, from that. He didn't choose to use it. And Slash is now allowed to battle too. Look at this freeway battle. It's just like that 1-2-3 we had in qualifying. Mental stuff already, and only 9 laps through. Heading through Cop's Corner now. They're all in a nice orderly line, all 3 of them, but it seems like Slash has lost a bit of ground. But Leonardo starting to gain it back once again. Coming through Maggots, Beckett's and the Chapel. In 1991 it was introduced. And they're just making it through like it was here from the very start, but it wasn't. So, it's going to be Leonardo once again. That's going to take the lead now. Is Miss Slash going to get involved? I don't think he's going to be close enough. But so it'll be Leonardo back in the lead. And slotted back in second place is Spicer. There's a move possibly from Sid. No, it's not going to get it in time. He's stuck behind Coleman. And there's a move, a car going wide out there. Was that? It was. Leonardo's pitting. Leonardo had decided to pit from the softs, and so is Lab, who's also on the softs. So it looks like the softs are going out a bit earlier than previous games. So I think like 11 or 12 laps. Now it is just 9 laps, it seems. And now he's going to go on the medium tyres for the end of the race, I presume. Absolutely. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a move from either driver here. But what's going to happen behind? That's Acid going for the provisional 3rd place. And in he goes now. What are they going to do? Are they going to pit? Yes, they are. Is Acid going to pit? Yes, he is. He saw the other two, and his teammate Matisse will also pit. Spicer's got a penalty, a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that will be added to his race time. He cannot have that back, unfortunately. I believe it's the only pit stop penalty he's going to get, and he'll have to serve the next pit stop. So it will now be Coleman that leads the race ahead of Goimus, and then Napple and Spicer coming out, and looks like Finley and Sieb will also filter through, and Fire Deck? Fire Deck is in 6th, and Leonardo, who has pit, is now coming out here on 7th, and he is currently 20 seconds exactly almost behind Coleman. So that will probably be the gap that will determine who will get out ahead when they eventually pit that Coleman. That is, of course, he can pit later, and there's a battle here between Spicer and Slash. Oh, he's pushed him. Spicer has pushed him. He's got a penalty anyway, as Vita has made up a position in Brooklands. Good on him. As they continue battling for 8th place. Oh. Matisse loses position. He goes down to 10th. If Lab behind him, ahead of him, I should say. But now Grimus is starting to close up to Coleman again, but he's not close enough to justify moving into the lead as Ward starts to follow down Vita. This is in 2 pots. And then will be Maggots, Beckett and Chapel. It's quite a mixed bag of cars in the meantime as Slash makes his move on Spizers. There's another big battle behind. It involves 3, maybe 4 cars. It's 3 wide. Matisse, Appies, and Lab going into the corners. And somehow they get out unscathed. And it is Matisse that gets ahead into 9th place at the moment. Of course, we've got some drivers yet to pit. I'll get the tyre ones to show you. Basically, the top 5 have yet to pit. That was essentially, excluding the penalties, a battle for 4th place. And now Matisse and Appies will be fighting into the corner. Is there going to be a move? No, there's not. They're just going to stick in the positions they were. And now they're going to duke it out at the Wellington Straight. Net 4th. Oh, and something's happened to Finley here. He seems to have lost 4th position, and that's Seed taking it now. Let's focus on this battle for net 4th, in my opinion. Appies, Matisse, Lab, and Chris Rebel all going to fight for the position. This might be fireworks. Here they come. Side by side, and it looks like Matisse has got back ahead. Sorry for the bad camera angles. I can't really help that, but there's a better one for you. Matisse coming out ahead. And that is Appies and Lab dueling for the position. And there's a yellow flag, it seems. I'm not sure for whom, but there is a yellow flag as they come filtering through cops now. It's still Matisse, Appies, Lab, and Chris Rebel in this cluster in that order as Remus may be pitting. He is pitting. Sorry to cut from that. Back to the action now. So here comes Matisse through as Vord gets a penalty. And Appies is going to try and make the position here. Who's going to get ahead? It's going to be Appies. No response from the 2 behind them. And into 9th they go. As Grimus is going to pit for soft tyres. Of course, you have to use at least 2 tyre compounds. In a race, it is the mandatory rule. Otherwise, you get the DQ, the black flag, for not making the race somewhat exciting and just cruising to the end on one set of tyres. Then we have back to the action here, and it looks like it's that Grimus side by side with Appies. This battle just got spicier, and he's clipped Ake. Oh no! No. Pit stop. Yep, and Kuma and Seed are in the long haul, and I think, no, Leonardo has already pit, and I do believe Napple and Finley will be changing the softs. They are. So it's just Kuma and Seba yet to pit, and will be pitting soon, I imagine. There's the penalties for you. Penalties for Spicer and Appy, sorry, and Vord and Finley got 3-second penalties. So Spicer and Maniapes will pretty much have all to do. If there's a safety car and they have to pit, they've got to serve that penalty. That's the rules. 3-second penalties don't get served. So Coolman has an 11-second lead, but he's still to pit. He did struggle early on in the race. He needs to build that gap. You see, he slides out of Beckett's and into Chapel. Not ideal, as Finley gets a penalty again. He's not been keeping it in bounds. Naughty, naughty. You don't want to be doing that in a race like this, where every mistake could be your last. And Matisse could have had his last now. He's falling in the clutches of Vita, who's charging at him, his esports teammate. We've got a few GT10 boys in here tonight. And we've also got MLR represented, which is quite commonplace to see, as we see there are not actually many battles happening on track, Take. What was it? Switchback! And this will surely be the first of many. His next opponent is Greemers, who's just pitted a couple laps ago for his own pair of soft tyres, or group of soft tyres, I should say. And now he'll be charging up, trying to find a way through. He'll have the DRS at full blast coming out of the Wellington Straight, and will be 7.5 seconds behind Spicer, who is dueling with Slash as I speak. As they come through, he's got 9 laps to build up a gap of what seems like 10 seconds between him and the leader. Now, make it 11 as Slash and Spicer continue to duel, will not get any position. And behind them, Remus, who, that is Spicer, I do apologise. They're behind Leonardo. Sorry to forget Leonardo. Seeb is yet to pit, by the way. Seeb yet to pit. Is going the long game here. We're probably going for a soft. Either that, or we might be gambling for a safety car to come out. We're not sure, but it would be a massive effort to pull it off. So he comes through as that three-way battle continues for second place, and this is on track. This is actually on track for the win. This is for the win, I should say, not second place, because of course Seed's yet to pit. And is there going to be a battle between these three? Slash looks for a move on the inside. Brilliant move into Stoll and into basically the lead, because here comes Seed now. Does he? It is a continuing question. When is he going to make the move? When is he going to catch up to the top three, who still continue to fight? Leonardo on the outside, fantastic move into the lead once again, and now he'll be in the clutches of Spicer. Will Slash be, as the gap now decreases to just under 6 seconds as his advantage becomes bigger and bigger. Coleman now on a charge, trying to get there like it's the final train home. It will be the final train home because we have 7 laps to go, and that's how long it takes for me to get from one city to another, as the top 3 continue to fight like it's their last. Leonardo and Slash and Spicer, the gladiators, coming through into the Wellington Straight. Now, what is going to be the state of play? It looks like Slash will be making the move. They've got to watch for Spicer behind. But Slash is going to take no prisoners, and he's going to head back into the lead. What will Leonardo's response be? We'll have to find out as Spicer rejoins the battle again. 5 seconds is now the gap between them and Coleman. Make it 4.5. He's gaining a lot, I tell you. Might get it moved. Bloomin' heck. She's taking over. It's now 3 seconds separating the top 3 as round the inside goes Spicer. Round the outside, but he can't seem to get it. It's Leonardo still in second. There's Mally Apples and Chris Rebel, and it's also Matisse getting through into 7th place. What battles are happening everywhere? Going into Vale. They're taking it into Vale. That's a dangerous move, but somehow Chris Rebel holds on. No through goes Hamilton here this time. They stay where they are. Coleman still can't seem to get anything as the top 3 duke it out. Way too early. They should be waiting until Wellington Straight, in all honesty. Now that gap is going to go down even more. 2.8 seconds separating Spicer and Coleman. Spicer, I think, is trying to get involved plainly so Coleman can get up there. He's trying to play spoiler to help the man that got pole position. He's getting a point anyway. There's a new rule this season. If you get pole position, you're guaranteed to score a point. Doesn't matter what happens. You get 1 point, and you could get another 16 here for a total of 17, maybe 18 if you get the fastest lap. So a whole new dimension added as well. But now we're talking about the race. Look how close those top 3 are. You don't get that in regular season of Formula 1. Well, you're getting it here tonight. You're getting your money's worth. Here comes Leonardo once again. This is for the lead proper. They have nothing carrying the weight. Here comes Leonardo into the inside. Spicer trying to make it 3 wide. Can't get it. Gets in a second, and Slash gets a little hung up through stall, and now is into third. 4 laps to go. Spicer definitely playing spoiler now. Coolman needs to make up basically 3/4 of a second every lap. 4 to go. Okay, I'm gonna kill it. Oh my word. Four-way fight. And now Spicer knows his place. All he has to do is cause more havoc for these drivers as Coleman starts to lick his lips coming out of the Williams straight. And here he comes, his first victim, Slash. He's creaking in his boots as he approaches Leonardo, who approaches Spicer. Spicer tries to hold them off, and he does so successfully. This race will not end. Coleman now in the podium spot. Clearly, top four, all clear of the others. Now it's all about one man for themselves. Spicer is starting to pull away, it seems, but he has a 10-second penalty, and that might get appealed as well. Do not forget that. So I think they're still racing anyway. Frank Ciociani is throwing the towel in. He's had enough of this race. My word. Oh! Oh! No. Yes. And the virtual crowd goes wilder than the real one does as they see the four titans fight to the death in the final lap and a bit. Coming down the straight, who's going to get it ahead? Spicer goes to the left, to the right. Coleman looks to make a move. Leonardo gets back into the lead, and surely Coleman's going to get through into second place. Now, what's going to happen into Vale? It's another move, and Slash trying to get past Spicer as well, heading into the chicane. But holding him off is Spicer. Coleman knows he's got the biggest chance of all to take it as he started. The final lap is about to begin as Spicer loses ground. Coleman going for it. Everything he's got. It's him and Leonardo. Can he get it right at the end? He's lost a bit of ground, but he knows he has the DRS as he goes a little bit too far inside, but he's going to get a chance now. A chance to take it all here in the first round of the season. What a race this has been, Coleman. waits it out. He knows what the strategy is. Wait until the iron gets hot and strike. That's how you do it. Coleman now on the edge of glory here. Leonardo has done everything he could to fend them off, but has he got too hot tonight? Oh, and he nearly lasers out through Cops, and Coleman licking his lips again. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 2, we can't cut away. That's Spicer, he's went off. He's went off. Here we go then. The chance. Twino. Slash is back in this now. So all of a sudden, who's going to take it down into the higher street? Coleman round the outside. Surely now is that going to be it? Or does Leonardo have one last trick up his sleeve? Here they come to the final corner. I don't think it's going to be enough. He's hit him in the back, but it's not going to be enough. Coleman went down, but he got back up again and wins! It's Silverstone! Oh, yes. I can't either. That was a race and a half. It never lacked any action. Any action at all. PSGL is back, baby! Did you miss us? So, of course you did. Stop lying. Everyone watching this, you can complain about how the handling has been, how the equal cars haven't been equal, but what you can't complain is that PSGL ever fails to deliver, because it definitely didn't fail today. What an ending. What a start to the season as they get the champagne flowing. I'm sure I'm questioning the use of the champagne, considering some of these drivers maybe a little too young to drink champagne. Okay, well, let's just get Sprite. How about that? Or Mountain Dew. What do you want? Bad. Bad. Yeah. Don't apologize. Oh, didn't show the screen. No, I didn't. Well, I've got to say that, I know I said it already, but that was probably more cracking than yesterday, but that was only 26 laps. A lot can happen in 26 laps. But yes, an incredible victory. If it stands for Coolman, because I know there's going to be some penalty reports. But we do have a long season ahead of you. I should mention a full. Did he get the fastest lap? I don't think he did, but he does get 17 points regardless for the pole and the win there. Yeah, we're looking at Coolman right now. I don't think that was actually his fault, though. It was the crash. He was involved in the crash where the virtual safety car came out. I think Frank Jashorny was the one that crashed into Coleman. Unsafe rejoining of the track. And paid the penalty, it seems. And Coleman was just dazed and confused, it seems. And Jurgen couldn't avoid it seems. Not really his fault, but it's just an unfortunate moment. We'll see how the stewards report it, but I'm putting that down as possibly a racing incident there. So, with that said, we've got a long, jam-packed season ahead of you. Of course, equal cars are not the things. It's going to be the F1 World Car. So while we wait official information from EA, you can use any design you wish. We should be looking for the calendar, and that is, of course, next week is Miami. Miami, of course, the host of the Miami Grand Prix. I remember one time doing it, the safety car came out when it wasn't supposed to, and it ruined the race. They had to cancel it and redo it. So that was fun. But yes, we'll be at Miami next week, so keep on tune for that. And then it'll be Austria the week after. There'll be a break on July 29th. Spain will be the host of the race on August 5th. And then it'll be Hungary, followed by Japan, Jeddah, Mexico, Belgium, Monza, Qatar, and then Brazil on September the 30th, ending the season. And of course, there'll be another season in possibly late October. And then, of course, there'll be possibly esports. There'll be a winter break. And then there will, of course, be another season later in 2025. I do believe we are taking... I'm not sure what the break week is for. Maybe it's to get a rest, or possibly there is a Grand Prix on that weekend. I think it's Belgium, although they don't have races on Sunday. But you know what I mean. It is a break week there. I do believe it's the opening of the Paris Olympics as well. So that may play a part, you know, Olympics being a big thing, especially being in Paris this year. But yeah, I think we should call that a night, shall we? Dake, what a fantastic night of racing. Unfortunately, we did miss qualifying because of the unfortunate technical difficulties we had. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read what on earth was going on with my setup. It's just unfortunate it happened. Hopefully it gets sorted out next week. So I would like to apologise if we got a bit too excited in commentary. I'd like to apologise for being... I'm only kidding. I'd like to apologise again for any technical difficulties, any mishaps that happen. We are only human as commentators. We don't do this for a living, of course, but you get the point. We do it for your entertainment, and if we've entertained you, that's all that matters to us. So we're going to take this on to Miami next week. You better not miss it. Same time, same place, 8 PM. I've been Attacker Logan. He's been Dake. See you next week for hopefully another action-packed race of PSGL. Until then, good night, all.